And now, stop me if you've heard this before on the Toddcast podcast.
If you're a fan of wrestling, of the sport, you'll likely know ECCW, Elite Canadian Championship Wrestling. They promoted their first show back in May of 1996, almost 25 years ago. Now, they're Canada's largest wrestling promotion. Watch the documentary This Wrestling Life, and you'll get up to speed about ECCW. And when their owner and all-around badass, Scotty Mack, who is one of their most decorated wrestlers, he was a guest, we talked about binge-watching lunatics, how he once auditioned to be on Big Brother Canada. He talked about seeing No Doubt and Weezer together as his first concert. He shared his thoughts on legalized marijuana and told a story about being in a tag team wrestling match with Brutus the Barber Beefcake taking on the WWE's Singh Brothers. He talked about BoJack Horseman, microdosing, Hulk Hogan, and stop me if you've heard this before, Scotty Mack talked about aliens visiting Earth and who built the Egyptian pyramids.
I think that it's hard to believe that in the universe as big as this is, that there isn't something else that we can call life out there.
Gotta be something.
Yeah. But whether they're like, got some big oval head and giant eyes and are green from,
Right, maybe they look like us.
Yeah, or maybe they're like some big mass, like what was the Invasion of the Body Snatchers or something, was like a big blob, or like maybe it's
maybe it's just a vapor.
Yeah,
or
maybe it's
whatever. It doesn't have to be human form.
Exactly. And so they're like, and maybe it's so sophisticated that it's dealing with things that we couldn't even comprehend.
Right.
Right. I don't
probably bang on.
Yeah, but like, and then you never know. Like when there's those shows like about the pyramids and stuff where like they've like measured it and like everything is like
to exact degrees and
like where like lasers like exact degrees where it just they had nothing at that time that could have measured things and made things to that accuracy. That makes you think, okay,
let alone the weight of each stone.
Yeah.
To build and
So what was happening at that point that allowed them to do these things? So there's got to be things that are happening or were happening that we'll never know about.
Right.
Subscribe on iTunes at Toddcast Podcast.
The Tudors were probably the most scandalous dynasty in British history. This season on Vulgar History, we're spilling the tea on this messy, messed up family and the people who had to live through it all. Anne Boleyn and the other wives of Henry VIII are known today from the musical Six, but who were they really? Did any of them actually want to marry him? Henry VIII, the man who was literally the worst? How did two of them manage to escape with their heads intact? We'll also get into historical mysteries, like who really wrote Shakespeare's plays, who was the real Bloody Mary, and what was happening elsewhere in the world while the Tudors were trampling all over England, like the mysterious disappearance of the Roanoke colony and the true story of the girl known as Pocahontas. I'll be joined by Tudor historians, experts, and a few of my friends who really hate Henry VIII to learn all about the Tudors this season on Vulgar History. Because it's Henry VIII all day, every day. Listen to Vulgar History wherever you get podcasts.
For 8 years, we've been asking the same question over and over again. How did this happen? My name's Mandy.
And I'm Melissa, and we're the hosts of Moms and Mysteries, the true crime podcast with over 55 million downloads.
We're two Florida moms who are obsessed with mysteries. Each week, we do deep dives into fascinating true crime stories.
We cover everything from infamous cases like Casey Anthony
to the bizarre and complex crimes right here in our home state, like the shocking murder of FSU professor Dan Markell.
We bring you the facts, but with warmth and wit you'd only get from two friends who have been hooked on mysteries since childhood.
Join us for new episodes of Moms and Mysteries every Tuesday and Thursday.
Listen to Moms and Mysteries on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast.
Reality TV is messy. Pop culture is louder than ever. And the internet completely unhinged. Welcome to Roxanne and Chantel, the podcast where cousins Roxanne and Chantel break down reality TV, celebrity drama, and the stories everyone's texting about. We recap the shows, spill the headlines, and sit down with the stars themselves. No filter, no boring takes, just the tea. New episodes every week. If it's trending, we're talking about it. This is Roxanne and Chantel. Let's get into it.